My name is Hanif Choudhury. I secured All India Rank 58 in Central Armed Police Forces Examination 2020. And then I was allotted Central Industrial Security Force. Currently, I am posted in Delhi Metro Rail Corporation in Delhi. This is the CISF unit. And for your information, uh, this is the largest unit of CISF where around 12,000 people are posted. So I am part of it. And about CISF, I would like to tell you that it is one of the most dynamic forces in the today's security scenario because of its presence in almost all the economic theaters which are important for our country's economic balance and security. So we are presently manning, you can say, from the atomic power plants, the nuclear power plants, the thermal power plants, the hydroelectric power plants. Apart from that, the airports which we are manning, and then we are manning the prestigious government buildings. Recent addition is the parliament, which was given to us because of our dedication to duty and hard work. Okay, so apart from this, let me dive into the most frequently asked questions कि aspirants के क्या होते हैं, है ना? Okay, so yeah, okay. So I would like to tell you how my journey started. I graduated in 2018 from a mechanical engineering from a college where I did mechanical engineering as graduation, and then after that I started preparation for UPSC CDS and UPSC CAPF examination. Okay, so when I started, I was very much focused on the preparation phase of that because it happens with everyone. We uh, tend to get misguided by people or by circumstances or by situations in our families. So because of that, I also got misguided. But then I started preparation and I got back on track. I continued giving several examinations of CDS and CAPF, and at the third attempt, I got selected in this. So it was a journey, a long journey, I would say, from 2018 to 2023 till the time I got this appointment letter. So from where I got motivation, that is a long story. If I cut it short, then my father is also in the armed forces, so I wanted to join the armed forces, the uniformed forces, where I am bound in the discipline of a uniform. So from there, I got the motivation. I kept striving for it. I worked hard for it, and I'm in front of you. Then for this I would like to give credits to my parents, obviously, who you know did everything possible to make us study, make us work hard. And apart from that, I would like to thank everyone who has been part of my life. Yeah, so CSAT strategy, someone is asking. CSAT is not there in CAPF. Okay. For us, it is paper one, paper two. In paper one, there are a number of subjects. For example, there are subjects like economics, polity, geography, so then science and tech, then current affairs, and defense wala part is there, and then सबसे important is history. So for all these subjects, I followed very basic books. Every topper tells those books, and from my side also, I would be telling the same books. But then, अगर आपको ऐसा लगता है कि everyone is saying the same books, so it is the same book which everyone reads. The difference which makes is कि आप कितनी बार पढ़ रहे हो, कितने अच्छे से पढ़ रहे हो, कितने अच्छे से grasp कर रहे हो, है ना? These all things, and then how you are making notes, how you are you know coming to that study table every day and studying. These things, these efforts, little efforts creates the changes, not what exactly these no one can give you some different books, number of books which you will read and get successful. Okay, so for me economics अगर start करें तो I studied 11th and 12th के CBSE के books, NCERT books for economics. For geography again 11th and 12th के NCERT, and then for history I studied the modern history from spectrum, and ancient और जो medieval था वो मैंने 11th और 12th की NCERT से cover की. For science and tech I preferred Lucent. Apart from that I studied from 6th to 10th का NCERT, so mix of these two sources. For defense वाला part I specifically focused on current affairs only. Current affairs के लिए I was focusing on various types of free वाले जहाँ magazines available होते थे. For example Vision IAS का magazine है, Insights on India का magazine है. I used to follow them. So इसके अलावा जब हम लोग ज्योग्राफी की बात कर ली, साइंस एंड टेक की बात कर ली, पॉलिटी as usual मैम लक्ष्मीकांत is the only book which you need to follow. So ये तो हो गई basic books की बात. Now what a person who is striving for this examination should do is focus on previous year question. मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि स्मार्ट वर्क के साथ हार्ड वर्क की भी बहुत ज़रूरत है. जब आपने बुक्स खरीद ली, you are studying continuously, meticulously, you have to check your preparation as well. So there comes the role of the PYQs and mock tests, which are taken by various study groups and all. So वहाँ पे आप वो join कर सकते हो, and you can give the exams, mock tests, या फिर आप खुद को analyze करने के लिए PYQ solve कर सकते हो, and it is must. For मैं ऐसा बोलूँगा कि it is not some random number. I would say कि at least 5,000 MCQs before sitting at the examination bench. ठीक है, 5,000 at least you should do in order to have a good grip on how to analyze the question, how to eliminate the options, how to select which may be the probably the correct answer. So these things you need to have a grip into, and for that you need practice, and practice comes when you are continuously uh, preparing for the PYQs and all. Blatantly studying will not help you in this particular race, where everyone is applying some or the other strategy to excel in the examination. PYQs, as I said, it is very important. When you solve the PYQ, just don't go for मतलब कि option A is correct, so okay, so next question. No, that is not the right way. Suppose आपने कोई question solve किया, whatever is the answer, whether it is right, whether it is wrong, उस question का source क्या है, वो कहाँ से आया है. For example, if it is available in your any of the normal source, तो उस पे जाके उस क्वेश्चन को, उस आंसर को अच्छे से डिटेल में पढ़ो, उस टॉपिक को डिटेल में पढ़ो. ठीक है, इवन इफ यू आर राइट, इवन इफ यू आर रॉन्ग, व्हाट आई बिलीव इज till that time you are sitting in the examination center, you can commit as many mistakes as possible. That is what I believe. ठीक है, गलती गलती करते रहो, उनसे सीखते रहो, because examination center में गलती, that is not acceptable for your career, for your life. Okay, so till the time you are sitting in the examination center, do as many mistakes, learn from them. So next is paper 2. Paper 2 is a very dynamic kind of paper, where you will be judged not only on the general awareness wala part, you will also be judged on your English or language skills, because in paper 2 we have to write essays we have to write arguments, we have to write reports, we have to write précis, we have to write comprehension, we have to write grammar section. Okay, so in this part only essay has the option for English and Hindi thing. Okay, you can choose between English and Hindi for writing essay only. All the other questions you have to attempt in English. Okay, so for that you need to have grip in English language in order to excel in that paper. And let me tell you, let me remind you that people are not at all focusing on paper 2 because they're ignoring it. And I know that when our civil service counterparts come to this exam, they are very well versed with answer writing and they can easily crack this examination. But when it comes to CAPF or CDS aspirants, they don't practice answer writing, and that's why they lag behind when it comes to scoring in paper 2. Okay, this should not be your approach. Make sure that you are writing a paper 2 every now and then. You are practicing of it. Okay. Next, okay, sources I have already told, and then interview. Then comes interview. Interview is such a part where which comes after your physical and medical examination. So when it comes to interview, you have to fill a detailed application form. So detailed application form से आपको questions पूछे जाते हैं. Nothing out of that. Obviously, current affairs is a part which you can't predict. You can be asked about anything. For example, if there is any there is some politics which is going on, then you have to you know uh, you have to be well versed with the politics which is going around, because of even if you turn around the pages of history, you will see that the politics decide the governance of the country, and the policies also are somewhat dependent on the politics which is going around. So you can't behave like an ostrich who puts his head inside the ground in order to make sure that he sees nothing. So you have to be aware of everything which is going around you, even if it's about politics, if it's about geography, if it's about international relations, if it's about defense strategic things. Everything you have to be well versed with. Okay, so one question is there, ki how to go about PYQs. So in today's world, where everything is available in digital platforms, you don't have to worry for a minute or a second about how to access the PYQs. Just search for previous year questions of CAPF AC examination in Google. You will get a number of websites from where you can download the PDFs of PYQs and you can solve them. And for answers, you can they already provide the answers as well, so you can rely on them, those answer keys, in order to judge whether you are right marking the correct answer or not. But as I told you, just marking the correct answer in this particular preparation phase is not enough. You have to be very mm, you have to be like your parents to yourself. You have to bog yourself down to accept the mistakes and learn from the mistakes. Okay. So yeah, previous year questions कितने important है? It is very important. It is important in the sense कि when you get to see the questions, you will be able to analyze yourself where you are exactly standing. For example, many a times it happens कि when you confront a question, there are 4 options. Out of those, you are able to eliminate 2 options easily, but then you are not able to judge whether the remaining 2 options, which one of them is exactly the correct answer. है ना? It happens many a times, and it happened with me also. It happens with almost all the aspirants. Ki we are doubtful about 2 options, and there comes the role of PYQs and your extensive preparation. If you have prepared extensively, then it will not be a problem for you. And if you have kept some lacuna here and there, then obviously it will take you down, because once you mark the wrong option, you will be regretting it after the exam ends, because it will take you to the negative side of the scoreboard, you know. ऑब्वियसली एक क्वेश्चन आ रहा है कि पीवाईक्यू से क्वेश्चंस रिपीट होते हैं क्या? ऑब्वियसली रिपीट होते हैं, एंड देयर हैव बीन मेनी इंस्टेंसेस फ्रॉम वेयर पीवाईक्यूज हैव बीन रिपीटेड. सो माय सजेशन विल बी कि आप सिर्फ इफ यू आर प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर सीएपीएफ के बाद यू हैव टू गो फॉर सिविल सर्विस के जो पीवाईक्यूज हैं, दोज आल्सो यू हैव टू गो फॉर सीडीएस के जो पीवाईक्यूज हैं, दोज आल्सो. These all are prepared by UPSC, and these all questions have some level, so you can't ignore any of these. These questions get repeated many a times. Okay, interview panel के बारे में. So interview is a very enriching experience, I would say. It is a very new experience for you, where four board members will be sitting in front of you, and they will be asking you questions turn wise, and you have to give your answer in such a way that they are able to understand what exactly is the idea you are trying to share, and is it the correct idea or not. You have to share a correct idea. So one by one they will be asking, and they will be focusing on the detailed application form you have filled. So for example, you have filled that your name is Hanif Choudhury. Okay, so some such basic questions can also be asked, like what is the name of Hanif, or meaning of Hanif, and how does like what is the meaning of Chaudhary, who are given the surnames Chaudhary, so you have to be well versed with each and every data you have mentioned there. If you have mentioned that you have uh, been born and brought up in so and so place, so you have to be well versed with the place where you have been born and brought up, because questions can be asked from that. So in this way you have to prepare very minutely from the detailed application form when you are going for interview. Okay, so one question comes here as कि essay की strategy क्या थी? Okay, so I'll take you to those questions one by one. So for paper two, what I did is कि as I told कि people neglect it. Even I neglected it in the first and second attempt, but I realized my mistake, and today we are here so that you can avoid the mistakes which I have done and get selected in the first attempt itself. Because I took 3 attempts, you should not take 3 attempts to get selected. So what I did was I neglected it in the first 2 attempts, but in the third attempt, I realized that it is having too much importance. What I did, I started from the very first day of my preparation. Okay, I will start writing essays. For every day, I used to write one question. For example, on the first day, I will be writing essay, second day report, third argument, fourth day comprehension, fifth day pressy writing, sixth day I will be solving the grammar. So this way I created a timetable. What I did exactly is कि suppose I get a topic, है ना? For example, women empowerment is the need of the hour. ठीक है, this is the topic. So what I will do is, as I told, do as many mistakes in the preparation phase as you can, है ना? So what you can do, search in the Google about that article. You will be getting n number of articles. Read 3 or 4 articles, and then try to write in your own words an essay which should have everything which an essay needs. So before that, you should be well versed with the format of essay as well. What exactly an essay looks like? It should have an introduction. It should have body, which comprises of different aspects of that topic. It should have conclusion as well. So everything should be inside an essay. So when I used to read 3 4 articles, I used to get the idea of what the topic wants me to write about, what are the basic facts and data, facts and figures around the topic, what are the schemes going on. So all these things I used to get from those 3 4 articles, and then I used to inculcate those ideas in my answer. So this is how I used to prepare for essay. Again, then comes report. And report has a different format altogether. So you can't write a report in an essays format, because report is written in a different figure of speech. You can say it is written in third person, and you can't say I am writing the report. You have to say, you have to write ki the report was written like this. You have to I'm just giving an example. Okay, report has a different format altogether. So for that, you need to first check out what's the report's format looks like. And then when you prepare for the report, again, you have to write, for example, you have to write a report on cyclone Fengal. So what you have to write is, first you have to um, research about what exactly fungal is all about, where exactly it is creating damages, how exactly it is spreading. So all these things, where exactly where it came from. So these are the facts which is required while you are writing a report on a particular subject. So these things you have to find out, and these you will find out while studying. Okay, so don't neglect these like basic matlab formats while preparing. First of all, don't hurry into anything. First, go slowly about everything. So when I am saying ki, you have to start preparing for the paper one, paper two simultaneously, it means ki go hand in hand. And when paper two comes into picture, you have to make sure that you know the formats, and then only you start writing the answers. Then comes argument. Argument has a different way of writing. You have to mention facts and figures, and you have to mention examples as well to show that your argument is correct. है ना? Then comprehension has a different way of giving answers. Pressy has a different way of giving answer, writing the summary, where you have to write the whole article which has been provided to you in one third of it. Uh, you know, one third of its word limit. So that is how you have to prepare. Even for the grammar as well. In other examinations, you are given you are given options for every question which has been presented to you. But in this case, there is no option. So you don't get to select any option. So when it comes to grammar, you have to think yourself, ki, what can be the active voice of this particular sentence, what can be the direct narration, indirect narration, and all those basic English concepts we used to study in class 10th, class 11th, class 12th. Those you have to revise again and get prepared for. Okay, now this was all I had to talk about paper 2. When it comes to see, yes, that is correct, you get stuck when you are writing. So it happens with everyone, so it is not a new thing. You have to be ready for that. So you can't give excuses when it comes to a competition which is cutthroat. Okay, everyone is preparing for it. Everyone has some or the other problem. So you have, if you are feeling that you have this problem, you are getting stuck in some answer writing, then now is the time. Prepare for everything. Prepare for every kind of like problem which you may or may not face. Okay. Uh, if you are saying ki right now you are getting stuck, so don't hesitate to go and look and search for answers. There is ample amount of time when you are in the preparation stage. So don't be so harsh on yourself ki no, I'll not look into the answer, I'll just try to write it myself. Okay, you have already tried it, and now that you are in the preparation stage, you can refer to any book and correct your mistake. Okay. Yeah, so now comes the interview thing. As I told you, my interview was like very good. It was a very good experience. It had, I was given the board member was Vyas sir, I remember, and there were three other members. They asked me questions on my DAF only, and two, three questions were from the current affairs part. I'm not able to recall those, but those which were asked from the DAP, I am able to recall. They asked about my preference. Which preference is the first preference? Why is it? And where I belong to, and where I belong to, and what are the problems in my location area, and what are the solutions for those problems. See, everywhere you have to be very, sure about the problems, and then if you have mentioned the problems, be prepared with the solutions as well, because you are going to be an administrator. So you can't be blank about the solutions. If you are mentioning problems, you should be ready with the solutions as well. Okay. um, it is not necessary for you to have a very actionable solution, but some kind of solution you should always have of any kind of problem. If you are saying that, okay, that this is the problem, so immediately you should have some kind of solution to be provided. Okay, that is a matter of discussion whether that solution is feasible financially, socially, or for that matter any kind of any kind of angle is there or not. That can be seen or judged later, but you should provide a solution for that. Okay, after interview, we had to wait for a month, and then we got the merit list. And in the merit list, we got the ranks, and then we were allotted the forces. After the allocation of forces, it takes around 6 to 7 months to give the appointment letters by the respective forces, and then you are called in the academies. And in the forces, it is, if you are coming to forces, you know that going to undergo a very tough training, and it is as tough as you can imagine. So if you are if you are physically active, then you may face a little less problem than the others who are not physically active, but you will face problem, that is for sure. Even the fittest of the people who are very very active in the sports and all, they also face problems in the training, because it is a monotonous thing which you have to do completely for 1 year, which breaks your spirits. So be ready for that if you get selected. So but then you will be able to cope up with everything, because you will be having your batchmates, they will be having your back everywhere. Every time you get demotivated, they will be motivating you with every kind of motivational sources, and you will not give up, I know for sure. So the training consists of physical activities, starting from 4 a.m. in the morning. You have to wake up, and then you have to go, and then you and your PT will start. Then you will have drill practice, then you will have weapons practice and all, and then you will have in the afternoon session also the same things will be taught to you. In the evening you will be having a game session. So these are all things, the whole day you will be kept engaged. Then if some people amongst you create some ruckus in the academy, then you will get a ragda and all. That is also a part and parcel of the training, in order to make you more disciplined, so that you don't commit mistakes in the coming future when you are given some kind of appointments or responsibilities. So it is a part of that, so you don't you have to face that, and you will be enjoying it after you face. So I will not tell more about that, because when you come into this phase, you will be I want you to experience it as a new thing, not as something which is already known to you. So that's all about the training. About the promotion you are asking, yeah. So promotional aspect is a debatable topic right now, and I am as an officer in the organization, I should not say anything which I don't have facts about. But currently, the picture is grim. But still, you need to have hopes, because उम्मीद से दुनिया कायम है, and this is what is said. So you should have high hopes about everything which is coming to you, or coming in your life. So, for example, I have joined at the age of 26. So there are people who have joined at the age of 20, 21. So I should not get disheartened that I joined so late. It never matters, because whatever you have to get, you will get at the right time. Like right time, right place, right moment, you will be getting it. So whenever you get, be grateful in whatever you are getting. Okay, so yeah, the promotional aspect is more or less fair only. So you can't compare it with your civil service counterparts. They are having a proper organized group A structure where you get timely promotions. But when you come to these forces, you will have a different kind of adrenaline rush, which will keep you going. Even if you don't get promoted, you will have those kind of perks and benefits which the civil service counterparts don't have. Um, just for an example, let me tell you that currently I am, as an assistant commandant, I am leading around 505 personnel. Okay, from the front. I am the whole and soul in charge of 505 people. I have to look after them. I have to be there guide as a. So these kind of responsibilities you will not get in the civil service, those parts. So these kind of perks you see here only in the forces. Okay, now the question comes कि plan B होना चाहिए कि नहीं. Obviously, you should always have a plan B with you ready. For example, for me, I was having a plan B कि if I don't get selected here, I will try something in the private sector. You need to have, because you can't blatantly rely on this uh, in this particular competition wala thing, where you don't have any kind of assurance whether you are doing good or not. ठीक है, you don't get to see your marks till the last. ठीक है, अगर select हो गए, उसके उसके बाद जाके like the marks are disclosed, so you don't have any information whether you are doing good, whether you are doing bad. So that's why I'm saying कि इस पे इतना ज़्यादा blind faith करना नहीं है, खुद पे करना है faith, confidence होना चाहिए कि खुद अच्छे से prepare कर रहे हैं. Those things you should have, but along with that, have a plan B, whatever it is. If you want to go for higher studies and do something else, that also you should keep as your plan B. For me, it was private sector job, because I wanted to earn something for me. I wanted a leadership position, whether it is in the government sector, whether it is in the private sector. I wanted a leadership position for myself. So if I would not have been here in the this position, I would have been somewhere in the corporate sector as a manager or something in the leadership position. So aim something like that कि and be clear कि क्या करना है. If not this, then what else can you do, and support your family, because at the end the support is what is matters, how you are supporting the family. Okay. Apart from this, like I have already covered almost all the parts of preparation and my journey and the training. I have not spoken much about training, but because I don't want to disclose things which are confidential. When you join it, you can yourself enjoy the part of the training, and it is very much enjoyable. I'm telling you, you'll enjoy. And it is said, one line is very common कि जब um, जब पिंजरे से उड़ने का समय आ जाता है, तब पिंजरे से और प्यार हो जाता है. एंड it is so legitimately true that you will feel कि in the academy you are in a पिंजड़ा, and then when you are about to pass out from there, you will feel कि इस पिंजरे से तो मुझे प्यार हो गया है. ठीक है? So this kind of feeling you will have once you go into the academy and you are about to leave. Okay, why CAPF AC? CAPF AC, as I told you, ki it gives you a different kind of adrenaline rush. You will have uniform. You will have a vehicle. You will have PSO. You will have the motivation to serve the country in uniform. You will have you will get acquainted with those kind of environments where normal civilians cannot go. Okay, you will be part of security infrastructure of all the important aspects. For example, PM security. Recently, there was a meeting where PM had to go somewhere, so I was called. I was a part of that meeting. So these things, like very few people get to, be part of. So you can be part of those, places where you are an important. Stakeholder. Okay, so that's why I would say कि CAPF is one of the very good career options if you're looking for a government sector, and that too in uniform. It gives you another charm. Whenever a person in uniform goes out in the civilian area, the people tend to give them a different kind of respect, a different kind of place in their heart. So this is what we all strive for, and we all try to keep that respect intact by our actions. Yeah, apart from this, if you people have any other question, you can definitely ask me. Okay, I believe, yeah, one quote I have for everyone. See there in my at my back, smile a lot, it costs nothing. So I'll tell you, I'll leave you with this quote: ki smile a lot because it costs nothing. Yeah, okay. Coaching लगाना ज़रूरी होता है कैसे? Okay. Coaching लगाना is not very necessary. अगर आपको ऐसा लगता है कि you are lagging behind, then you can go ahead. There is no issue. But if you feel कि you are able to do it, for example, I felt कि I can do it, so I didn't take coaching. Say for example, you are about it is not a bad thing. It is some kind of guidance which you will, you know. not get yourself. The people who are in the coaching academies, they are experienced people. They will share experience with you. They will share the mistakes they committed, which will alert you and make sure that you are not repeating those mistakes. Okay. Okay, then I believe the questions are no more questions are there. PET PST, yeah, PET PST is a good, very important stage. Let me tell you one fact about that. Ki very few people get through it. Almost 45 to 50% people, get rejected in the PET, PST, and MST phase itself. Why is that? Uh, because people focus on studying preparation, and they don't focus at all in the physical activity. You have, even if you are studying, spare 30 minutes of your time to focus on the physical activity as well. Not because you're preparing for some particular examination which needs physical activity, just but you should do it for your own mental peace and mental stability, because somehow physical activity connects your mind and body. So in order to have a balance, you should go for a walk, a brisk walk, or a run for 10-15 minutes, or some kind of exercise, some kind of sports you should be engaged with, so that you are in when you are selected for the PET, PST, MST phase, you are not getting rejected in that phase. Okay, almost 45 to 50% people get rejected in that phase. So keep this thing in mind, that you should not lag behind at least in that stage. Okay, how used to be my revision strategy? Revision strategy was very simple. It should be as it should take as less time as possible. So what I used to do is, for example, I read something. Okay, so I used to mark it with, for example, red ink or a blue ink in that particular book itself. And when all the important keywords I used to mark. Okay, and when I used to revise it, I used to read the important keywords only. And if I see that I have time, then I will read the whole thing. Otherwise, I will read the important keywords which I've already marked with the red ink or black ink. ठीक है. So this is how I used to revise for some subjects. For other subjects I used to make notes as well. So I used to read those notes before before proceeding to the next step. So now if you ask how to make notes, that is as simple as ki, uh, you are reading a line, you have to shorten the line and write it in your own words so that you understand. A note should not be like कि आपको दुनिया को नहीं पढ़ना है. You should be able to understand what you have written, and it should be helpful कि जो एक लाइन में लिखा हुआ था वो आपने 2 वर्ड्स में लिख दिया है. It should be effective enough so that आप उस उन 2 वर्ड्स को पढ़ के उस पूरे लाइन का मतलब आपके दिमाग में एक पिक्चर बन जाना चाहिए. So that is what the notes mean, and that is how you should create it so that you it takes less time for you to revise the whole subject which you have prepared, है ना? Okay. Is there any question apart from this? Okay, I believe we should call it a day then. Thank you everyone for connecting, and Jai Hind.